When Eleanor Brooks moved into Maplewood Senior Living at 82, she believed her life had quietly folded itself closed. The room was clean, the staff kind, but the air felt unfamiliar, like a place where memories went to rest instead of live. Eleanor missed her old home, her garden, and most of all, the sound of being needed. Days passed slowly, measured by meal trays and hallway footsteps. She smiled politely, spoke when spoken to, and spent most afternoons looking out the window, wondering when her world had grown so small without her noticing. Rosie arrived on a Tuesday afternoon. She was a golden retriever with gentle eyes and a tail that wagged like it had something important to say. The activities coordinator explained she was a therapy dog, trained to visit residents who needed comfort. Eleanor didn't raise her hand. She didn't think she needed anything. But Rosie walked straight toward her chair, sat down, and rested her head softly on Eleanor's knee. Something inside Eleanor loosened, a tight place she hadn't touched in years. She reached down without thinking and felt warmth, life, and quiet understanding beneath her palm. From that day on, Rosie always found Eleanor. During reading hour, Rosie lay at her feet. During physical therapy, Rosie waited by the door. Eleanor began speaking more, not loudly, not confidently, but honestly. She told Rosie about her late husband, about losing friends one by one, about the fear of becoming invisible. Rosie listened the way only animals can, without fixing, without interrupting, without judging. When Eleanor's hands shook, Rosie stayed still. When Eleanor cried, Rosie leaned closer. The dog didn't rush her healing. She simply stayed present, and that presence changed everything. Staff members noticed the difference. Eleanor began attending group activities. She laughed once, then again. She walked a little taller when Rosie was nearby, as if borrowing courage from her calm steps. Other residents gathered too, drawn by Rosie's quiet magic. But Eleanor was special. Rosie seemed to know when her anxiety rose, when loneliness pressed too hard. During one restless night, Rosie was brought in for an emergency visit. Eleanor held her close and whispered, "I forgot what it felt like to be comforted." Rosie answered by staying, breathing steadily, grounding her in the moment. One afternoon, Eleanor learned Rosie was being reassigned to another facility. The news hit her harder than expected. She felt the old fear return, the fear of losing something good again. On Rosie's last scheduled visit, Eleanor knelt slowly, hugging her with careful arms. "You reminded me I still matter," she whispered. Rosie licked her cheek, tail wagging gently, as if promising something unspoken. Eleanor realized then that Rosie wasn't leaving emptiness behind. She was leaving strength, the kind that stays even after the comfort steps away. Weeks later, Eleanor still talked about Rosie, but she also talked to people. She volunteered to read to others. She comforted a new resident who cried in the night. Rosie had taught her something simple and powerful. Connection heals. You don't stop needing love as you age. You don't stop offering it either. Rosie the Therapy Dog came into Eleanor's life quietly, but she left behind courage, warmth, and the reminder that even in the later chapters, hearts can still open. And sometimes healing arrives on 4 paws.